Hi, Robin with Oxy-Dry, and we've got a pretty big job here today. We're been working on it a couple of hours, and I thought that's what made it might be interesting. Kind of got a natural rock in the house. Don't see that very often. Anyway, house was built in the 70s. Pretty neat. Anyway, we got a berber, wool berber carpet in really good shape. So so just come along with me for a ride, and we'll just show you how maneuverable this machine is, because we got some tight quarters to deal with here. That's one of the reasons why I prefer this machine over, say, a standard orbital. Unless, of course, I was going to use the little 13-inch Oric, which actually we'll have to use in one area in this house, in one bedroom, because it's such a crampy. So I'll have to come back with that afterwards. But anyway, just showing how maneuverable this is, and how easy it cleans, because this carpet's actually in really good shape. I'm using an Iron Man cotton, and I don't think there's hardly any stains to deal with either on this carpet. We've done a very thorough pre-vacuum already, and we also used our little shark. Actually, we got a lot out. I think Steve dumped it at least 3 or 4 times, just doing the edges. So the customer was expressing some concern about our edges, and of course we do that anyway, but we assured her, yep, we were going to do them, and we will show her what we picked up. Actually, this carpet's a quality wool will clean really nicely. This is a quality wool, I can tell that. It's not very worn, and there's very little visible soiling on it. So this actually is the room to my left that I won't be able to get behind the other side of the bed with this machine, because there's just simply no room. So I will come back with the Oric. You can see the bed's almost right up against the wall there. It's only about 8 or 10 inches away from the wall. So I do need to go behind the door, so a quick little spin around, and I'm actually doing that with one hand, just because it was easier. I'll back out of here. This area is done, and as I said, I have to go over behind the bed over there, but I'll use my little Oric for that. Anyway, down here, another very constricted room. The door only opens that far. Unusual shaped rooms. So, like that. Turn around. Something my bottle there. Move that door for a sec. Need to pull more cord down the hall. Alright, I'll drop the handle. I might as well get behind the door whilst I'm here. Steve's already done all the edges and corners, so we're just doing the main areas now. And we filled the vacuum. Well, he's on his second load with the vacuum too. Although the carpet didn't look like it needed to be vacuumed, it looked really good. Actually, I think the customer said they did vacuum, but they've watched our videos, so she was curious to see if she vacuumed, how much more we would pick up with ours, and we've filled it up once and at least half again. So we're just showing how much more effective our vacuuming will be, because we are using just the top rated vacuums there are. We now have the Sanitaire, which is 145, moves 145 cubic feet per minute, And most household vacuums are moving about 60 to 80 cubic feet. So it's just a no contest. And of course, with the Sanitaire also has a far superior agitation, so just a much more effective machine for pulling out the soil, and that's what we're here for. And let me, ooh, that's a bit awkward here. Hang on a sec. There we go. I'm actually pinned up against the wall here. There we go. I'm on the other side. And back down the hall. And I started here. I'll go to the room to the left. And this will be a single pad, single pass cleaning, but I am doing 360 degree passes per second on the carpet with the attachment on the bottom. And I am using a brand new cotton Iron Man on this carpet. And it's moving along just fine. There's no binding happening. Iron Man has a different formulation or blend of cotton than a lot of cottons do, and it doesn't have the binding effect, friction that some will have. Pull my wire, Steve. This would not have been a cheap carpet, and they do want to have it cleaned properly, and they're getting a proper cleaning. It will dry within an hour. It'll stay clean. We are including a protector, and we are actually also including an anti-allergen. Everything's included with us. And the ozone is injected into the water, kills germs, bacteria, and viruses on contact. All included. Natural deodorizer. Doesn't add a smell, but does eliminate odors. Most odors, that is. And that's an odd-shaped closet. I need to move those doors. Get underneath there. I can see that. And also, she wanted under the beds vacuumed. We were able to do that using the Shark with its little power head, and that's one of the reasons why we filled up about 3 or 4 times. Actually, I'll just ask Steve here. I think he's just out the door here. How many times he filled it up? Oh, we're gonna go behind this door first. Here. Again, one hand. Holding the door with my right hand, machine with my left. I need to get the wire out of the way. Not to be seen. Hey, Steve. All right. Yeah, he's hiding from me. Probably had to go to the office. Anyway, we'll to the entryway here. This is great to be cleaning such a nice clean place, because this carpet is getting really well cared for. Clearly, I think there's only a couple of spots here and there, and there's a doggy stain, pee-pee stain in the bedroom up ahead of me, which mostly has already been removed from the customer. I'm not sure what she used, but it's been there a while ago, and I guess she was able to successfully deal with it. We did treat it with our product, which usually removes the yellow staining anyway, but you must be very careful when dealing with wool. There are things we cannot use on wool, so one product we do have that to deal with urine staining is safe on wool, so we did that. Everything behind me is clean, and finished. We don't have to even groom this carpet, I don't think. Which will make Steve happy, because that's his job. Carpet is brightening up nicely. I do have to get to the behind the door, which is behind me, of course. Now, so I'm going to spin around in a sec. It's got a little wall there. Let's move that out of the way. Get into there. Oops. It's got a hard, stiff door stop there. Gotta watch those. Don't want to knock those off the wall. And I guess I have done that. Okay. So, across the room here, there's a little more wear in this area. I can see the carpet's looking a little thinner. And the dog pee-pee is just ahead of the machine. It is right about there. Slightly yellowish. So, Steve did treat it. Hopefully it will fade away over the next little while. Work that in a little bit. There was no smell or anything to it, so whatever she did was mostly successful. It has discolored the wool, which it certainly can do and may be permanent. And look, they've got those lovely floor heater things. How 70s is that? Man, I can't remember the last time I seen one of those. Used to see them a lot more. Hey Steve, how many times did you empty the shark?
Twice.
Oh, okay. You realize you only fill it right halfway, right?
What's that?
You only fill it up to that line, right? Like it doesn't fill the whole container.
Quickly got up to.
That's where you empty it, right?
Yeah, that's why I emptied it.
Yeah, okay. Huh?
Otherwise it loses suction.
Well, it clogs up the secondary filter there, or the primary filter. Yeah, it has to, that thing in the center of that has to be kept clear all the time. So there's a line that shows you where it gets to, which is like a little chamber below the chamber where it swirls around in. Anyway, that's our little shark we're talking about. Really works well. We're really impressed with it. And it's fast, isn't it, Steve? You said yes. Yes?
What it can pick up.
Huh? Yeah, bring it in the bag. Yeah, he dumped it out in the bag, so he'll bring it over here. We'll take a look, see what he picked up. So that's looking good. Right. Slightly woolly smelling in here. That'll go away pretty quick. That was just from the shark?
Yeah.
Huh. So that was just the edges, and you did under the beds too.
And the stairs, yeah.
You did the steps?
Yeah.
Oh, the edges on the steps. Yeah. Right. So yeah. So all the edges and under the beds, under 4 beds, I guess, because customer said under the beds. So we're happy to do that. Now that we have that little machine, that sure is easy, and it's got impressive suction, really. Okay, so actually that's it for that floor, or this floor, I mean. Then we go down to the next level, into the next area. So that was the beginning. Actually, I'm going to go over this a little bit. Move the wire over that way. I'm just going to go over this area a little bit more. It doesn't look like it needs it, but it is the entry, so let's just do it anyway. Move it that way. Now you need to plug me in. Okay, so we're coming to the end of this, and that's we're doing a wool berber carpet. It's October the 2nd today. Winter's a coming. All right, there we go. We'll just park it right there.
Are you doing this first before you go downstairs?
Yep.